Previously on Eve of Ruin, our party was transported to a strange new world where they've had to slog through a swamp, encountered a burning barn with live horses in it, and a farmhouse with very dead people in it. They made their way out to the road before being jumped by strange vampires, or vampire-like creatures at least. And all the while, they've been occasionally feeling strange sensations from their brands. Also, Bucky finally took damage. And that's where we'll pick it up, right after you finish the combat.
I hate vampires.
They're not all that bad.
I don't know, they're kind of messy.
Did we search them on the previous game?
I don't think so.
Not yet, no.
No, we ran late, so I think we ended right after the combat ended.
No,
I'm
as
pretty
we were
sure.
just wrapping up. I'll just get closer to one of the big funny vampires with a big funny head thing on the head, and I'll see what they got.
Okay.
And, like,
They do have
might
that.
indicate, like, a group or whatever, anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Roger.
Ooh.
Metro 20.
Okay. Let me jump scare these guys real quick. They, like I said, these ones don't have that, the crown and such that the art has. But as you look them over, at first you think that there isn't any kind of branding on them, but you go for a deeper investigation on it.
Thorough.
And on the on the inside of their, like, if you fold the lip down, like the inside of the lip, you would see a symbol. And I'm trying to make sure I get this right.
Yeah, I'm being really thorough.
I mean, you rolled a nat 20. I don't know what you want.
Are they Zentarum?
No. Well, no, it's not. It's not the Zentarum symbol. That would be that'd be very funny. You would find though. Two different symbols.
No.
So on the lower lip, you would see. It's not so much a symbol as it is two letters.
Okay. DB.
However, in the upper lip, you would see a symbol that you definitely recognize, and it's stylized differently than what you're used to, but it is a desiccated hand with an eyeball in it.
I recognize that anywhere. Well, so guys, huddle over here for a moment.
What's up?
Yeah, check
Walks
this
through
out.
the goo
Look,
that was this vampire.
I'll show the funny lip.
DB.
I don't know what that means, but the one on the other hand, though, that one's a little bit more obvious.
Mr. Whispers did have a presence here. We don't know how long ago.
It is very, what would be the word? Surprising to find them so quickly, I guess.
If he's only been
Sorry.
out for a few days, then maybe he's still got a few minions running around.
Well, we just know they defeated him. We don't know how long ago. Could have been yesterday.
Hmm.
Could be 20 years ago.
Does that spell changes time too, or does it send us?
It would send us to the current moment in time.
Okay.
Like our present.
Current moment in
We-
time between material planes is a bit
We
iffy
also-
sometimes.
We also don't know when it is, though, so it makes sense. Well, what I was going to mention is that it's such a coincidence that we found, followers of the Whispered One so promptly.
I mean, it would explain why
Yeah.
everyone's marks were feeling weird.
That feeling in your mark is still there. It's still faint, but you all still feel that slight tingling.
Okay.
There might still be more in the forests. Do we want to keep trying to kill them out, or do we want to leave?
Well, we have a job to do. I don't think we are going to find any information from them. So unless we're just trying to culling all of them, I would advise us move.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe search.
Do
their
I draw it,
pockets,
or do
see
I
if they
cut off
have
the
any
lip?
letters or anything?
Was that all that I got?
Yeah, I would say that these guys do not have, unless you want to do like a cavity search, their like loincloth is about the only clothes they're wearing.
No, I'm good.
So there would be the loincloth, there would be sure, I'll say that instead of the like huge earrings these ones are wearing, that the two weird vampires would have like golden stud earrings in each ear.
Oh. Well, don't mind if I do.
I'll draw out the DB initial so that I can ask people about it later.
Okay. And yeah, I'd say they're not like calligraphy or anything like that, but they are slightly stylized.
Is it like a brand
Like
or
the,
a tattoo, out of curiosity?
It looks more like a tattoo.
Okay. If I'd rolled a 1, she would have cut off the lip.
Just go around holding up a lip to people. Do you know what this means?
I've seen something like this before.
Have you ever seen a rabbit holding a cut off lip before?
This has an satchel. Hey, have you ever heard of DB? Like, has little vampire minions running around.
It's very odd. Either
Tattoo.
people here don't know how to talk, or they are all just incoherently screaming. Oh, strange.
I mean, who's to say?
It is.
Who's to say? I mean, could be either, to be honest with you.
Who knows?
Mhm.
I'll say about this time, you all hear from roughly that direction a loud whoops of an explosion.
Is that where we're going or where we came from?
That was the direction we were going.
So up this road, this is the way you're going, but it was like it was across the road and that way.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
book it.
Like where you're going is still that way, quite a ways.
I sure do love mysteries.
I don't know if we should run right into something else. I'm not feeling all that well, and I don't know. You don't look all that good either.
Yeah, but the quicker we get there, the more time we have to figure out what it is.
Maybe the
I know it
more
doesn't make much
live
sense right
people-
now, but it will.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bucky, ready for a run? Maybe not a
Bucky looks. Bucky's critical. I don't.
run.
He's
I gave
following
him
the Booyog
healing
man.
earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
Bucky, as we're going along, though, I'm just gonna say, hey, Bucky, come. Can you explain to me how is it that most times when someone just try to shiv you, nothing happens?
See any healing in chat?
Are you just ethereal or something?
Oh, no, because I left before I. No, because I handed him the healing potion. I didn't feed it to him.
Oh yeah. You gave him the healing potion. He hadn't drank it yet.
Mm.
This is correct. So he will. I guess he'll look at you. Yeah. So answering Booyog's question first. Bucky Lucky.
Lucky. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's simple luck, but if that's what you want to go with, sure. I'm sure a little more time observing you might tell me a little bit more about what the hell's going on with you. But yeah, sure. If you don't know yourself, then I will not pry.
Hobgoblin keep me around because Lucky.
Oh, this is something that happened before? You came along with us?
Not as often, but you get in fights a lot.
That is true. All right, then. I guess we got a lucky goblin with us.
Sometimes happen before.
All right. The more you think you know someone, all of a sudden they're just impervious to damage. Well, let's keep going.
I drink this or wait.
How hurt does he look?
He's critical, dude.
He may or may not be on 1 HP.
All right, you should probably drink it now then.
I have no health for that little Gobblebright.
Little gabagoo.
He's a goblin. He's at full health now because of that potion.
Gabagool.
All right, but yeah, y'all take off. Are you just going up the road or going? Like, are you going towards the town or towards the sound?
Towards the sound, I think, right?
Meave kind of wants to go to town because Meave is hurt. Meave doesn't want another fight right now.
Okay, so then town.
Why don't we just go scout, see if there's anything that we can do without, going into any more scuffles. And if we do, then we go from there.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. So I'll continue up the road. There's another loud explosion noise. This time, those of you with high perceptions would notice some flame momentarily lick up above the trees off the right hand side of the road, where the explosion happens.
Magic.
Seems like it. It doesn't seem like the trees themselves are on fire. And the flames go away almost immediately.
Yeah, she'll just say, that's magic. Let's just not.
Does it sound
As
like there's
you're-
people screaming or something, or is it just the explosions?
Make a perception check. Meave in the sunlight has as much perception as a commoner. Let's go.
But still more than Bruce.
Yeah. What an insult, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, with an 18.
You
You do hear a voice like you would hear a voice saying arcane words, it seems. And then also making noises of pain.
Blowing himself up?
well,
good?
it sounds like someone's in trouble. So
It's your call.
Could we help them?
You
if
should
it's
be
magic related, then I might be able to assist.
good symbionts and help them.
Good what?
All right.
I know of
On the way-
Symbia. It's close to Shadowdale. Never went there though.
I should have been doing this originally, but on the way I'm going to Aura Vitality.
Good spell.
Yep, so for a minute various people get 2d6 hit points.
One
so
person per round gets 2d6.
Yeah. And so that's 10 rounds. Who's hurt worse?
Meave looks the worst at the
Alright.
start.
So then starting off with me.
Makes sense. Maybe it's the
And I'll say you have time for 5 rounds before you make it to where they are.
Alright.
And then Friedrich looks the worst now.
Alright.
9 for
Meave,
Friedrich.
how you looking?
Worse than Friedrich now.
Worse than Friedrich.
Well, yeah, you just
No,
healed
better
Friedrich
than
nine.
Friedrich.
Ooh.
I'm fine. I'm slightly under bloody. I'm no longer critical.
So the 9 goes to you, Dylan.
Oh,
And then there's
okay.
another thing before we
And then
break
another
up.
10.
Oh,
Friedrich can
wait,
take
so
your
how
10.
much do I get total?
You get 19 total, Friedrich.
Oh.
And I'll keep rolling it once we're even when we're out facing
Don't
off,
you
whatever the hell
dare
this
ask
is.
for more.
Danke
Schön, Gershon,
Um,
what is that here? Never mind.
Why are you dunking a shank?
What? Just looks
I
at
don't
me.
even know what to say to you anymore.
He can't talk to you when you're like this.
Eve's always like this. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't be mean to me. He's learning. He's a kid.
A kid
Uh,
in an adult body.
Yeah, okay.
At this point, you can see just off the road in a small clearing. I'll say actually, like right inside the tree line, you would see a few. Let me reveal those first. Dead of the lesser vampires y'all saw. But then in the clearing, you see a human figure surrounded by 2 of the scary vampires. It would be a had this prep, but I don't know where my thing went. Yeah, you'd see a red-haired human in a in robe, seemingly the one that's been casting the spells.
Does that person look in trouble?
Yes, he looks. Well, he looks critical. There's two of the other ones around him. They also look critical, but hard to say who's gonna win.
Is that the dirt wizard?
It
The dirt
might
wizard.
be.
No fucking way it's the Dirt Wizard. Oh my god.
Is that
I'm
be
gonna
the
bonus
first one that we
action
meet?
Aura Vitality for. Yo!
The
Would,
Dirt
would
Man.
y'all? Are y'all
The dirt
entering
wizard.
initiative with
No, let's
him,
leave
or are you
Caleb.
just gonna watch?
Caleb will get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
no,
Fucking
no.
guy,
I mean, it's
dude.
up, it's up to y'all.
Fucking
Y'all
I'm
don't know
damn.
what this is.
I don't know this guy. Fuck him. He
No,
stinks.
Meave would want to help.
I'm in on
Alright.
this.
Yeah, Meave is
I'm
helping.
joining.
Those of you that are
His cries of pain sound accented.
You both probably speak the same language somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he has a Barovian accent somehow. I'm sorry, a Ravenloft accent somehow.
When Ravenloft is the same language as fucking Semyon.
This is going to be quite fun to watch.
Did I not fucking roll? What the hell? I clicked my token. What is happening?
I don't know.
You tell me.
I reroll. I mean reroll? Reload.
My mic sensitivity is just all over the place.
There we go. Awful, like always.
Oh no.
Oh, and Bucky, 1 second.
Oh, I can't wait for Bean to do his best German.
Very important for where Bucky falls in this initiative. No, he always hits when he tries to hit with his bow. I think he's landed like 2 shots so far this campaign.
You'll get stronger. Don't worry about it.
The vampire goes first. And bite. Strike.
And he's dead.
That's
Shielded dirt wizard.
shieldable. He casts shield on the first one, but the second one's a crit. So
Caleb, no!
That's fucking dead, dude.
I can't believe the time. Wait, what's the?
This is where
what's
you
he's
got-
he's still up.
What's the Morrowind quote? Like, with this life gone, the thread of prophecy has been severed.
Meave.
Bonus action.
He's
rage.
still up, but barely.
I shall rage.
Okay.
Get about here with the bonus action movement. Growing claws, and then I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
first attack to the one that just crit the wizard.
Yep, that'd be the one on the left.
Claw. There we go.
That just hits.
All right. I want it to make a wisdom save.
That's a 10. That probably fails.
That does fail. Take 2d12. Infectious Fury. There
This
it
character's
is.
death, the threat of prophecy is
Yeah,
centered.
2d12. Psychic damage. 8 psychic.
Okay.
And then
And then he takes the claw damage too, right?
yeah. Oh fuck, the claw damage.
Okay. Still up.
All right, second claw swipe at him. Shit. I guess the third claw swipe at
Oh.
him.
That'll hit. Still up.
Damn. That's all I can do. I will move to provide flanking with the wizard, taking an opportunity attack if need be.
Yeah. It will opportunity attack. It's a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take. You're raging, so you have the slashing. 4 slashing and 10 cold, so 14 total.
Okay.
Aiden.
Quick question: it counts as a magic weapon. I was about to ask if my pepper box counted as a magic weapon because it has what's it called? Repeating shot.
Yep.
But it's a vicious
Yep.
pepper box. So, all right. So I'm gonna pop a shot at this one. Which one was it that was already hit?
They're both critical. This is the one that Meave just laid into.
All right. I shall shoot at that one first.
Murder it.
Lord, please let this hit. me.
Murder!
Thank you. And
Yep,
I'd
that hits.
like to spend an arcane jolt for this one, because I just found out I can do this, and
Oh, you can heal with
send-
that too.
I can, yeah. So, choosing the redhead, I'm going to send him this. 2d6. All right, that's how much he
Okay.
heals, and then the one I shot. Oof, really
You have
bad
trip-
damage.
You have tripled the redhead's health.
Beautiful,
And you killed the vampire.
awesome. Second shot at this vampire.
Okay.
Lord, please don't let me miss. It would be hysterical, but please don't let me miss. I miss.
That'll miss.
Oh, I missed.
Anything with your bonus?
Who else aside from the redhead is hurt, or is the redhead still the one that's hurt worse?
I'm good. It's just me.
The redhead is the only one critical. Meave is bloodied.
Alright. Then bonus action Aura of Vitality one more time. He gets another 2d6 of healing. 6.
Okay. All right.
And that is my
anything? Any movement?
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
Let's see. Could I get where I want to? I can! Excuse me. Oh, I overstepped a
Okay.
little bit. I'm here.
Friedrich.
Yeah, okay. He's going to draw his silver sword and run in over here. Look over towards the dirt man. Actually, no, wait, right here. Yeah, I gotta get that flanking going. Yeah, looks like you found a pair of friends too. Oh boy. And I'm gonna try and hurt it.
That'll hit.
Oh.
Okay. It is still up. That'll hit. You cut its head off.
Let's go.
And I'll say you see him look. You see the redhead look at this one fall, and then look up, and there is another one about 30 feet directly above him.
Oh, you
Oh,
gotta be
come
kidding me.
The
Uh,
ride never stops.
that's someone. Let me get it off of the
Get
GM
off
layer.
Mr. Widowgast's wild ride.
It is. This one is also bloodied, but not critical. Why will it not change layers? There it goes. And it's directly above him, but I have it off to the side just for being easier to look at. I can do that. Oh, I didn't add to the turn when I rolled its initiative. What was that? That was a...
Huh.
Okay. Uh... What's that spell word? All right, sure. You watch as he steps to the side and points up at the oh yeah, because he always did he always says the actual components instead of a thing, I
Yeah.
think. So he pulls out a rhubarb leaf and a bunch of green powder and what looks like a stomach, and points up at that creature as a stream of acid comes out of his finger. And that'll hit.
It's Melf.
Milf's acid.
Yep.
Oh my god.
As that one is now critical. And let me put a mark on him. Gonna take the damage. What is have? I don't think transmuters have any bonus.
He's a silly transmuter.
Okay. Bucky will run over and try to shoot an arrow at the man. Not at the
Finish
man,
him,
at the undead man.
Yes, kill Wade.
Dude, we're trying to save this one.
Kill Widowgast. We can take his shit.
This was Bucky's true calling all along.
Kill him and loot his
Bucky was
corpse.
the Bucky was his assassin.
Bucky hits.
Oh yo!
Finally.
Bucky!
A whole 4 damage.
What the heck happened? I just got kicked out of.
Your
I
thing
got kicked out
probably
of Chrome.
crashed for some reason. Couldn't
Maybe.
handle Bucky's power.
Yeah, I couldn't handle Bucky hitting
we
for the
go.
third time in his life.
I don't have a good one target spell currently, so I'm going to use a simple firebolt. Trying to kill that one fella.
Okay,
And, here we go. 25.
that'll definitely hit.
4, 9.
Okay.
Very low damage.
Still up.
Sag. No bonus actions.
That one is dead. Fire decapitation. That one
Is the one that's floating.
is the one that's floating. Yeah. Is going to drop down and attack the redhead wizard. He shields the bite. And yeah, the claw bounces off the shield. That one is dead. Meave.
Alright, I'm going to tackle it to the ground.
Okay.
So I guess grapple,
It's a shove, yeah.
which I have advantage.
Same thing. Okay, so it makes an athletics acrobatics. One's better for it. Literally can't win, but if it rolls a net 20. Yeah, it fails.
Alright, and then 2 claws, reckless on while I'm pinning it to the ground.
Okay. Those will both hit. Okay. And with the second one, you keep clawing as the life leaves its body.
I'll keep going until I start
Or the
digging
unlife.
in the ground.
Meave. Ugh, getting my eyes.
You hurt your mushroom fingers on the spinal column.
Oh, it's not my fingers, it's my
Buddy, I
claws.
think it's dead.
Claws like
Stop!
Leave.
It's already
Uh,
dead.
my thanks for the help.
Yeah, no,
Ben
no
seems
problem.
a little excited.
Yeah, 1 second. Just
You just gotta work it out
Like-
of the system.
gonna kick her toe into Maeve's foot for a second. Maeve!
And with that mess, Meave
Sometimes-
realizes what they're doing and stops.
Yeah, Maeve, that was actually you clawed through to the ground and actually threw a rock at your own shin. It bounced off. But
Yeah, but when Aiden kicked Meave, Meave lashed at Aiden and then stopped, realizing what they were doing, and just, oh, sorry, I did it again.
Hang on. Just for the hell of it. I should have done this before, but I didn't. Yeah, Yeah, as the claws come forward, she'll duck and then she'll point the gun at you for a moment.
Oh, Meave kind of looks upset, very ashamed of themselves, and just kind of like steps away a little bit.
Shit. Puts the gun away. I'm sorry, Meave.
No, not your fault.
You good?
Not your fault.
Looks to the redhead. Hello.
seems I was lucky you were passing through. This This isn't Iman. Where are we?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah, problem about that. We don't know where we are either. We have never been to this place before. As he like makes hand gestures as in like this whole place.
Just kind of hoping you would have any sort of knowledge about where we are currently.
Are you also from this plane? So not also from this plane. Are you also not from this plane, or is this like home?
No,
A sphere.
different continent, but well, I think trying to teleport to Aman, but I was attacked and the bell went awry.
Well, I mean, there's a town not too far away from here. If we all want to go there and I don't know, find a map.
You
Me will quietly say, but because they're within 30 feet, everyone just, except for Vent. Vent doesn't hear what Meve's saying.
I move closer.
Oh yeah, if you move up, then yeah, if you're in range.
Meve's like, yeah, when they say we're not from here, we're not from whatever this world is called. We're from, well, we're
Meve.
okay.
Say we're from elsewhere.
Remember, divulging is a danger not for us, but for everyone else too.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Did he mention his name?
Nope.
he had not yet. No. My name is Caleb.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Vent, and this is Meve, Aiden, Friedrich, and Bucky over here, our goblin friend, and we are looking for some people or some information. Judging by the fact that you don't seem to know where you are, might it be a bad idea to ask some things of you? Perhaps as we go towards the city.
If I'm able to answer them, sure. But
Fantastic.
depends on what you're looking for.
Well, we're gonna keep looking until we find it. So even if you don't have any information, maybe you know where we can find it. So anything helps at this point.
You know,
Someone died.
your accent, it sounds quite similar to where I am from. Are you also from the Shadowfell?
No, Wildmount.
Can't say I've ever heard of the place.
Is that a mountain?
It sounds like it.
I don't know enough about Wildmount. Is there just like a big mountain in the middle?
It's pretty good for
Why
It's
is
a
it- why has-
large continent.
Wildmother.
Yeah, I know. Is it like?
I
But-
don't think
but I mean,
there
it
is
is
pretty much a
mountain
on
name.
called
It is
Wild
mountainous.
Mount.
It's very much a mountain name.
It is a mountainous region, we'll say.
Yeah.
Let's look at the map.
Yeah. 1 second. Give me. Where's my book? I mean, there is a lot of mountains.
This is true.
This is true.
This
Where is the
true.
titular Wild Mount of Wildmount? At
Oh
Mount Mercy?
yeah, it is practically all mountains.
Yeah. There's the Flotket
Dang.
Alps, the Dunarak Mountains, the Sirius Mountains, the Ashkeeper Peaks.
Just got mountains, foothills, even the deserts have mountains.
The Penumbra Range, yeah, and Jorhas. Look at that.
So, a group from elsewhere. You are quite adept at handling vampires.
I wouldn't call us adapt, but you know,
We did
things die.
dispatch
good
a
at killing
batch
some
of
things.
them earlier, not too long ago.
Literally 2 minutes ago.
Like literally.
I also came across some of them.
Oh, and I still have Aura Vitality going on, so he also gets some extra healing. Let's see, how many did I?
Used 5. You skipped 1 turn. So
I'd
you-
say
No, I didn't skip a turn,
after
I
the
gave it-
talking, you'd have. I'd say you have like 3 turns left.
All right. I'll just. You said 3 turns.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just roll 66 then. And that's how much he gets.
Hey. After that, Meave looks worse. Actually, him and Meave look about the same.
Oof.
Percentage.
Okay. Let's not run into any more shit. At least for today.
Yeah,
So you
easier said than
came-
done.
Came here from the Shadowfelden. Interesting.
Took the
But not
scenic
all
route.
of us.
I mean, we did go there, but like we didn't go from there to directly
Wait.
here.
It was a wee just jaunt, you know? We just went there, visit, see what's up. Shouldn't worry too much about
That's
It
it.
was an accident. We didn't mean to.
And we left very quickly.
Bucky
very-
very much. I'm sorry.
Fond of the living.
Bucky very much looking back and forth between the 2 Booyogs.
Which Booyog more impressive, Bucky?
Which Booyog more Booyog?
Well, as we go along, just start moving.
Okay.
We have come here looking for information about some certain event that I believe took place in here. More specifically, we're looking for stories and, well, details about some conflicts between the gods and some individuals from the place, from this, this land.
You
Might you
have
know
to
anything
be more
about it?
specific, Caleb says.
Dude, this is one of the few things we can literally just ask him point blank.
Yeah,
And rather,
when things happen
No.
a lot, you'd have to give some more details, I believe.
I just spawn in, hand Caleb a cigarette, say nothing, and leave.
Would Caleb take a cigarette?
I don't know.
I don't think
Uh,
so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
She'll keep it and light it herself.
We're,
How much do we know about it? Because I don't remember what we were told.
We were told that they managed to defeat Vecna at some point, and
This is the most recent place that they know of that he was defeated.
Okay,
Oh.
and do we know if they refer to him as that here, or would we have to call him the Whispered One?
Didn't know anybody that was involved with, right?
yeah, we
You
don't know.
you didn't know any direct you didn't know any direct knowledge. You have the strange metal device that you were sent here with, and you have as far as the whispered one thing, or referring to him as Vecna, you would know that referring to him as Vecna is generally not a good thing. The deities can look upon you when you use their names.
Alright.
We're looking
Fine.
for
Plus,
information
he's-
on Mr.
He's called the Whisper
Whispers.
One because if you if you say his name louder than a whisper, you get the brain hurt.
Oh, not the brain hurt. But yeah, Meave said Mr. Whisper, so Friedrich just goes, he means the Whispered One.
The I'd say he like looks you up and down. He is inciting you.
No, we're not friends of his. We're trying to figure out how to kill him for ourselves.
He actually has a good insight. Uh Though, what would your interest in the Whispered One be?
We are trying to figure out how the would-be heroes of this land have bested him.
Have what? Oh, bested him.
And, well, if possible, what he was capable of at the point in time that he was bested.
I know the stories as they are told, but if you need exact details, hard to know what of a bard's story is really true or not.
If our story is what we have so far, then a bard's story would be enough for now.
It was over 2 decades ago. There are
Bless you.
No.
Yeah, there are Filmo.
yeah, there are indeed. Apparently he was trying to become a deity. And they're able to stop him while the process was happening.
Who was they, if you don't mind me asking?
The group is called Vox Machina.
Your title drop?
Some of the members of that is who I was trying to teleport to in Iman.
Oh. So you could take us to the people who did it. Get first-hand account.
I could, though I'm not able to attempt that again today after all the else I've been through.
Yeah, fair enough.
In a hurry. Might be able to wait until you're capable of.
Though I'd have to ask why the
By the way.
Why?
yeah, why the interest?
He's doing bad things again. Where we're from.
Just, yeah.
he would stop as y'all are walking down the road, and look at you, Meave, because you're the one that said that part.
Do I need to make a
Is-
persuasion roll?
Just make me a general charisma roll.
Because I'm in sunlight.
I mean, it would have been the 11 either
Yeah.
way.
Can
Is time being affected where you are from too?
I would say some ways there might be some of the aspects that it interferes with things. Yes.
It's temporary right now, maybe couple hours at most, and then it reverts back.
Our moon changed color.
Well, I don't know. I'm not saying this in the game, but we did have a very funny interaction with something that's supposed to happen like a few years in the future, or maybe.
Yeah, a few years in the past,
Or, yeah,
the
in the
Neverember was
past.
killed, so his son was the Lord Protector.
It's more than a couple hours.
Like it lasted. It lasted.
From our
Oh, yeah,
perspective.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And does it go unnoticed by most people? What you are
Yes.
talking
Unnoticed by
about?
everyone but us.
I'm assuming that you speak and ask these questions out of experience.
Something similar may be why I was trying to get to Aman.
Please do tell.
It's I'd say I'll start walking again. I began noticing a week or two ago that random things were different than how they should be. But most people acted like they didn't notice. It started with small things, so I didn't think too much of it. But then it started becoming harder things to ignore, yet people did. I can't say that I've seen either of the moons changing. But landscapes, names of towns or the Empire. And then a little while later they would be back to how I remembered. Something strange is happening.
Remarkable. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that for some reason, the fact that he also realizes what's happening, well, most, if not everybody else that we found so far, didn't. Do you think we're kindred in some kind of way? Like, I'm asking like everybody else while he still hears it. I don't mind him hearing it at this point.
Perhaps
There must
he has some tie.
Maybe something is similar with him and with the dirt man and us.
Why are you calling him
Poor
the dead
Caleb,
man?
dude.
Right? He's not even dirty right now.
The blood man. He's covered in blood.
Yeah, that's fair.
What did he do to deserve this treatment?
Mr. Caleb, in more recent times, before you started noticing these changes to locations, names, the like, did you have any sort of encounter with, I don't know, any sort of strange creatures or cultists that perhaps maybe you didn't realize at first, but would now that savor of the Whispered One?
Uh, Not that I can think of. Is let's see here. As far as I know, he's been gone from here since he was defeated.
Just because he has been gone does not mean that his followers would have faded to the wind.
Would it surprise you to find out that those creatures that we killed earlier are in high likelihood followers of his? Or is that something that you knew?
Oh yeah, perhaps you encountered them well before this most recent time?
I did notice that some of the spawn for his mark, but I figured they were more remnant than followers.
It might be the case currently. However, I would be more cautious than assume that.
What you say is true, though. Probably worse than I thought.
Barely.
That it does sound like. But you know, Event, this is most fortuitous that we would find this one who can lead us to the people that would have first-hand knowledge on how to defeat him. What would you call this? Divine providence. It seems that some god or gods smile upon us this day. Let us just hope that it is not any bad ones.
Well said.
Is there more you'll know that might be helpful in us figuring out what is going on here?
I do not mean to be rude, but some of the knowledge that we possess, the more people that become aware of it, allows him to be more aware of our counter plans, I guess is the best way to put it. So there is not much more that we can share.
But even right now, it would be quite funny to explain that probably one of our best ways to fight the god of secrets is to keep around.
So-
That is true.
No, wouldn't that also be, I don't know, his version of fattening the calf before the slaughter?
Maybe. I'm
It's true.
there
The
to
more
assume to
people you
know what his powers are.
It's true. The more people you keep it a secret from might make it a juicier secret if it does get out.
If it does get out.
I don't really
We
know
gotta
how
make sure
Mr.
that it never
Whispers
does.
works. If his whole thing is keeping secrets, why are we keeping secrets?
You know, Meave, it would be great if we didn't have to, but
If I could amend that before it's said, it's not strictly that we have to, it's that we chose to. And now we need to stick with it.
if we want to take advantage of what we have been granted, then yes, we would have to keep secrets.
Well, I do appreciate the help back there. I'm not sure that I can get you an audience there without knowing that you are. Trying to think of how to even phrase this. I'm not sure that we'd be able to just trust that this is going to be handled by people that won't tell us where they're from or why they already know what's happening here.
I mean,
I'm fine with saying, but I've been told not to, and I've done too many things. I've said too many things and got yelled at before, and I don't want to get yelled
Right.
at again.
I told you exactly where I am from. There is no lie with that.
yeah, he did say that he was from the Shadowfell.
Though I do not know if my Shadowfell is similar to your own.
Yeah, this is probably gonna have to be something we discuss as a group, but that can be addressed once we're in town.
If you want to know where
I
I'm
got-
from, I'm
I
from
got
space.
deleted.
You're dead.
This is something we can discuss when we're in town. Dies.
It just fucking implodes.
Caleb was
When
like,
I deleted the zombies or the vampires, I accidentally got you in the selection.
Caleb was like, you tell me now.
Power word disappear.
Powered.
No, that's actually
return to
the latest reality change.
Aiden,
You
Yeah,
never
Beck
had a
just-
fourth member of your
Beck
party.
just grabbed me and was like, hey, you're gonna tell me exactly what's going on right now? Oh, out of time. Bye.
Yeah, we never had someone named Aiden Varus in our party.
You guys meet me for the first time.
But yeah, I
Yeah, it was weird. You just always found potions in the stomachs of the enemies you found to heal up.
Yeah.
Vecna was really a false Hydra all along.
The real
Oh.
Vecna was the false Hydras we met along the way.
What false Hydras? Exactly.
All right, but we headed to town.
Yeah, y'all walk for the remaining hour or so up the road to make it to the town.
I wonder where we are. I wonder where we
Making
could
our way,
be.
yeah.
Totally not outside Stillben.
Beck says as if he didn't remember the name of the town, and it was Dylan that did. You come along a town built in the where the swamp meets the ocean. And the entire town stinks. Yeah, the entire town has a sulfurous smell to it.
Oh,
Delicious.
smells fertile.
Put my gun away.
A lot of good nutrients here.
Yeah, sure thing, bud. What is
Okay, I feel like I can trust you on this, and I would very much like to. But I can't guarantee that the council will talk with you, keeping as many secrets as you say you must. I'll
it's not the council we want to
try to get them to. The ones you want to talk to are on the council.
They're on the Deltorian.
Never mind.
We'll do as much
What?
with the information that we're giving as we're capable of.
And we don't know what we. It's with that logic, we don't know what we can and cannot give away. I'm fine with telling them whatever they want to know.
Me, I'm also fine with telling them whatever they want to know. However, we have no idea what the repercussions of that might be. But if these people, however good-hearted they might be, they would like to assist us, or either follow us into whatever it is that we're doing, would you be willing to accept all of them? Maybe not even as assistants, or by what I mean, what might happen to them.
I mean, we all have
But
a
if
part
they
to
also
play.
start, yes, but are we willing to start recruiting people to help us in this?
I mean, that's what.
Well, so here's something I'll say. You know, at least for Faerun, it is not just Jarl that knows.
Yeah.
There was that I mean, not even just saying the three wizards in Sigil. Elminster was involved already. Drist was involved in some regard, though you didn't actually ask how much she knew.
I see. I understand now. All the people that realize what's happening are people that have characters. That have players that play those characters. That is the connection.
I don't think Elminster was anyone's PC. He's a main character of books, though.
I don't remember either.
A character question. Meave hasn't been fully hit by like what death is, has he?
Oh, Beef fully understands what death is, because fungus and death.
Yeah,
is...
but he's still.
Meave's view on death is very different from everyone else's. Meave just sees it as like the next step in the cycle.
Right,
So is the multiverse being rewritten the next step in the cycle?
Oh,
Is it
that's
the death of the multiverse?
Meave
will Meave accept this?
Meave doesn't know because Meave, it's a bit beyond Meave's comprehension at the moment, but like what Meave thinks of that is like the universe seems fine. It doesn't seem like it's dying. This is someone actively trying to change things.
Now we know how Vecna is going to go about convincing Meave to be a
Yeah.
turncoat.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the
Alright.
first one to turn sides.
Yeah. Aiden at some point is just gonna make a quick note of some stuff.
All right.
Same time, though, Meave very much comes to people's defense when they're being attacked by monsters and the like. So it's not like it's a weird balance there.
Still been.
Yeah, as you walk into town, there's
Valerian.
a big sign that says "Welcome to Stillben."
Is it
This
like,
place is quaint.
was there a time when it
No.
was when they thought it might not be Ben?
I think it has always been.
I doubt that Caleb knows the origin of the name of Stillben.
At some point it was Ben, and then decided it might change, but then they chose to just keep it as is. Still Ben.
So the place was Ben, and they thought they were going to change it, but they decided to keep it as Ben, so they named it still Ben.
Yes,
Give him a roll.
that sounds about right.
You know, I concur.
Actually, it was Bind, and before it was Stillben.
So it's not Bend.
Hmm.
Why do they call it still Bend and not Bend?
Person making an atlas didn't understand the accent here. When they told him the name of the town was still Bind, he thought that they said the name was Stillben.
Okay, so this is not Bend. But
Did nobody correct him?
Apparently not.
I guess they didn't really care that much.
That's canon.
Are there people in the streets reacting to us at all?
Yeah, you and Meave are getting a lot of strange looks.
Aiden's just gonna give a two-fingered wave to a couple of people as we go by.
Does Meave like keep the great axe in his hands, or does he put it on his back when he's in
on
town?
Meave's back.
Okay. Well, at least we know where we are now. Wrong end of Tal'Dorei.
Tal'Dorei.
Tal'Dorei, the continent name? Or the country
Hmm.
name?
The
Yes.
both?
Both.
I think Tal'Dorei spans the entire continent of Tal'Dorei.
That
Alright.
sounds right.
Funny,
the
I was
Republic?
asking as Aiden, but I'm like, alright, sounds good.
Yeah, does the Republic include that peninsula down bottom? Questions I don't know. Let's ask the wiki.
Well,
You know, it seems like the south part is not in the country. The continent is Taldore, and the country is the Republic of Taldore. It's mostly the same.
I believe that for us it might be that we either wait because you mentioned you have to rest, yes, to be able to return to where your acquaintances are, yes.
Yes. Yes, I'll have to it'll have to be tomorrow before I'm able to attempt again.
This sounds good.
Iman.
Might it be that we try to find as much as we can from here before we leave? Maybe find something like a map or some storybooks on the subject, perhaps.
Is there anyone walking by us, like close by?
There's people walking. They're like going to the opposite side of the road.
Oh, they're giving us.
They're
a
giving
wide
you a
berth?
pretty wide
Okay.
berth.
Anyone within
Yeah.
30 feet of me.
Yeah, I don't think the roads are wide enough to not be. So like when they pass, they're within 30 feet
Yeah,
for
if
sure.
anyone makes eye contact with Meave, Meave will like raise their hand and be like, "Excuse me."
Like 5 people jump when you do that because it's not only the one that
Yeah,
makes eye
it's
contact.
everyone within
my
range hears it at
It's
the
in my
same
head.
volume.
The one making eye contact like looks around and then like points at himself,
Yes, the one I'm looking
like
at.
questioning.
The one with the funny head.
I don't want any trouble.
Oh, no trouble. I just want to know about Mr. Whispers. Gas
Don't worry about it. What do you know about
What do
Vecna?
you know about Mr. Whispers?
What?
The Mr. Whispers. It was before I was born. He did stuff.
I'm just watching.
He's looking for
me
books.
trying.
Looking for books and maps.
Make a persuasion check, me.
Disadvantage because I'm in the sun. Oh, let's go!
That guy books it.
Well, Meave, it surely was an attempt.
I want to try and insight why they ran away. Oh, thank
You're
you,
big and
Logan.
scary with a big and scary weapon on your back. Oh, I'm sorry. You're big with a big weapon on your back. I don't think Meave would think of himself as scary.
Oh, takes the axe off my back, gives it to Aiden.
All right, I'll try again.
Yeah, go after them. See.
You also have
runs up
blood.
Rolling off after
You got
them.
blood and undead gore all over you too.
Me will start making their way after the person running away.
Shit!
Wait, I don't have my axe anymore. Come back.
I wonder how long it will take for him to learn.
You should stop your friend before
Yep.
he gets the guards called on
Yep.
him.
I'm gonna pass the blade over to either Friedrich or Vint, whoever catches it, and just gonna run after.
It's so fucking heavy. What the hell?
It also
Yeah,
smells.
you catch it and it
I'm
almost
mad.
takes you down to the
him
ground.
grabs him by the cap at the back.
Oh.
Meave, hold on! Whoa! Gets swung around as he.
Yeah, when you grab onto Meave's cap, Meave turns and you spin with the cap, so Meave like turns to look at you, but you're still behind Meave.
Whoa! Shit! Meave, hold on! Wait!
Oh, hold on, spins again.
Whoa! Okay, hang on.
Hey, I know
Just
you're
let,
there.
like
Where-
monkey bars climb. No, Meave, just stay still.
Oh,
Monkey
okay.
bars climb around to face him. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So, and this is gonna look weird to everybody watching. So, hello, passerbys. just quick thing here. Some context. Neither of us look like people here. This is probably their first time seeing
Oh yeah, most
5 foot
myconids
tall
die on
rabbit.
the surface. They've
And a
probably
lycanid,
never seen
yes.
a myconid before.
That is very likely. And the normal reaction for people is to not be scared, but definitely unnerved. And when they're unnerved, they try to avoid the unnerving. So we don't want to turn that into panic.
I forgot I forgot myconids. Oh, I haven't heard the sound. There's no silo here.
Yeah.
Which might mean there's no mic.
No, there are myconids.
Yeah, I'm just saying in Meave's
Yeah.
mind.
In Meave's mind, there's no. Oh, it's like that other place. There's no silo here. But I can fix my scary appearance. You see Meave take out of the Harry sack, put on a little hat, and cast disguise self.
I was waiting for you to say he pulls out
Just
charcoal and
hanging
draws
out
a
in the-
smile under his eyes.
No, I'll disguise self into a let's see, I'm 8 feet tall. Gotta go 7 feet tall. Make myself slightly smaller. I'll just do like a human, a 7 foot tall human.
Question, is Aiden just hanging out in space or does she drop?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a rabbit hanging from nothing in front of a 7-foot tall human.
Like,
Is this better?
Does the disguise include clothes? Since Meave doesn't wear clothes normally. Other than the he has like the
Yes, but if you
loincloth
look
kinda thing.
closely, it looks like it's just textured skin.
oh no.
don't like that.
Yeah. It's like, alright, that is significantly better. That
Also,
said,
this human's very obese.
yeah. That said, bear in mind, usually people don't grow past 6'5". Usually.
Oh.
Unless
So-
you're Zarin.
So you'll still get a few weird looks, but they won't readily run away from you as usual. I'm gonna drop now.
Yeah. Meave turns to the closest person walking by. Excuse me, am I still scary?
Did you get rid of the gore with your disguise?
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be there.
Okay.
But this is all in their head. They don't. I'm not speaking. My mouth doesn't move.
Who said that?
I did waving.
She'll
Why-
specify he doesn't, his mouth doesn't work, so
Is he a
this.
ventriloquist?
Oh no,
Ven-
he's not a
ven-
ventriloquist.
what? No, Vent's over there.
Ventriloquist, buddy. It's a puppet thing. Anyway, no, he
Vent can do
just
puppet
doesn't have a
stuff.
functioning mouth.
Me of, oh no, I have to learn puppet stuff for this disguise.
We're still working on it.
Sorry, I'm
Also,
trying not
hi.
to be as scary. I might be fully grown, but I am only 6.5 years old.
6.5 years old.
I
Um,
have no words for that.
All right. So while they're trying to get me personable,
I'm
Vin and
quickly running
Friedrich,
out and I'll be back.
so can you tell me how you managed to come here from elsewhere? Do you have magic that takes you between planes or something?
Yes.
So, if I gave you something from a place, would you be able to do the teleport if you need to go today?
No, not like that. We came here by means of a different spell. What's the name of it again? I don't remember.
Dream of the Blue Veil.
A spell called Dream of the Blue Veil. In fact, someone else cast it on us. I am not capable of casting it easily myself, but I do have another usage of it to get back.
Okay. Hmm. I'll say y'all make your way to a inn, tavern, whatever.
Mhm.
Uh,
A tavern, if you will.
yeah, an
An
invern.
invern.
Yeah. You have made your way to Inverness.
Oh no, not Inverness.
Okay.
The negative first layer of hell.
Also known as a city in Scotland. Um. The Dream of the Blue Veil. So is one of you from here then? What did you have something from here?
I think we had
You're
something
able
from
to.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, Meave has
But,
it.
Yeah, which one of you has the strange metal thing?
The only you inventor here.
Yeah, Meave is with the flesh textured Meave. Aiden's with the flesh textured Meave out in the street trying to be friendly.
Oh, did I have the piece?
No, Meave has it.
Me has it.
Yeah, Friedrich would just say, yeah, it's this strange metal contraption. It looks like a weapon that our friend uses.
Okay. So I can take you with me to Iman, as long as as long as there isn't weird interference again when on tomorrow. Like I said though, I will try, but I cannot guarantee that that I can get you an audience. But I will do
Well,
what I can.
the very attempt is already appreciated.
Okay. But yeah, I'll say. So y'all spend the rest of the day looking for what information you can about the events of 20 years ago. Would that be what all four of y'all are doing, just in your own ways, or?
Yes, Meave's not
Yeah.
very successful.
Okay.
No one knows who the fuck Mr. Whispers is.
Some crime lord. All
I
right.
believe it.
So I guess everyone give me their own investigation check for the rest of the day.
Woohoo!
Meave spends most of the day perfecting his disguise.
How many times can I
Me
use the
four.
hammer disguise?
Okay.
Just as many times as I want.
Oh, really?
No charges.
Yes. You just keep modifying it slightly every time people don't react, to it, which is most of the time. All right.
What did I miss?
So- go ahead and give me an investigation check, Aiden, for trying to get information about the events of 20 years ago.
Oof.
Okay. All right, so let's take a quick tenor, and we will pick up with what y'all find
Okay.
back at 10:10.
Find nothing.
All right. So yeah, Meave mostly spends the day fixing his disguise and trying to give exit surveys. He gets progressively closer and closer to where he's actually able to get the surveys done and make progress. Meave, from now on, you know how to actually make clothes that aren't just
Yay!
painted texture on you.
You gained something.
But that's what your day was spent doing. It's not a limit I knew you had, but here we go. I'm gonna say with Aiden's role, Aiden, you start out trying to gather information, but you just end up helping me.
Yeah.
You feel bad for him with how like sad he looks. When people keep running away. Friedrich, you have some luck. You and Vent gets this information as well. But you find that everyone you ask that that you get information from says the same thing as Caleb did. That it was the group known as Vox Machina that ended up defeating him. And that it happened on a faraway continent known as Isilra. I don't know how you pronounce it.
That sounds right.
Isilra's correct.
Okay. Vent, you get more information. You actually managed to walk into a tavern right when there would be a bard, or a minstrel, I should say, retelling the story. Though you're not sure how much of it is embellishments for entertainment. But on a faraway continent known as Isilra, there was a miles tall earth elemental. Is the best way you understand the description. That had a entire citadel on its head. Citadel was where the Whispered One had taken residence as he attempted to ascend to godhood.
So we know where it happened.
Yes.
I think he actually did ascend. It's just they
he
were
did,
banishing
yes.
him.
I just hadn't got there yet. Yeah, he did. He succeeded in ascending, but the story doesn't go into exact details. At least not ones that you trust to be not embellishments. You know that the group defeated him. Something about the ritual made him weaker than, like, having just performed the ritual he was weaker than a fully powered deity. And they managed to defeat him and permanently banish him. Or, yeah, the story would be permanently banish him from the material plane.
Okay.
There's also something about a dragonborn betraying them.
Ah,
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's something about the greatest musician ever known fighting alongside them. But like,
Twice.
yeah.
Yeah, there's two of the same greatest musician ever known fighting alongside them. And you would know that
Could shoot lightning from his
at least according to the bard, or the minstrel, the remnants of that golem and the tower and everything are still near Vasselheim, though you don't know what Vasselheim is.
Very good.
I mean, I would say, because you rolled really good, you know that you find out that it is a city on Asilra. But I mean, realistically, you don't know much about it.
I still would
Far
like
away
to
place.
procure a map if I can.
Okay. I'll say, you can find a map of Taldore easy enough.
Okay.
I don't know that you'd find a
Map of
full
Alexandria.
world map of Exandria in a small town like this.
Well, I don't need the full map of the whole world. In fact, a smaller one with more information would be best.
Yeah, so we'll do this.
I shall be right back. Something has just come up.
I shall be left back then.
No.
I put a map of Taldore in Discord and pinned it. I'll set it up as a handout.
Very good.
Later.
yo, look, there we are. We're in Stilben, next to Quatwal Bay and in the Quatwal Swamp on the Lucidian coast of the continent of Taldore!
Adjacent to the Lucidian Ocean.
Woo!
Very good.
And we're going
Yeah,
to Amman in the Shell Steppes in the Blade Shimmer shoreline on the Osmit Sea coast. Alright, I'm done. I'm sorry.
I think it's just the Bladesimmer shoreline on the Osmond Sea. I don't think it's the Osmond Sea coast like it's the Lucidian coast on the other side.
How much for the map?
It's a good map. We'll say 3 gold.
It's too much gold.
It
What
was,
the
it
hell,
was
man?
penned by some guy named Matt Mercer.
Yeah, it has a little calligraphy signature in the bottom left that says MM.
MM, Grand Archivist of the Cobalt Soul.
Actually, no. What the fuck was that cartographer's name that they saved from being a statue?
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
Tyrek Gadsworth.
Yep.
Tyriok.
Tyriok. Okay.
No, it has a calligraphy MN in the bottom.
That shall be very useful.
I mean, we do have a picture of him in the Yawning Portal in an official 5e adventure.
Yeah, we do.
But the four of you meet back up at the tavern that evening. I imagine Meave walks in as the human
Yep.
and just sits down at the table with no explanation to the other two.
I can wear clothes now.
I see.
Oh, you also learn not to bring up that you're 6.5 years old.
Oh yeah.
So, did you find what you were looking for here?
I found some things. More specifically, the map. I also found some information that I believe likely the same way that you found it from a bard, a minstrel. It did corroborate some of the information that you said, and it also gave me a little bit of a more specific on the location that the events transpired. Can you repeat what it was? Being in Vasselheim, right?
I'll say that he says it too. In Vasselheim on the Sealera, or near Vasselheim, and spellings are. I'm pretty sure.
Vasselham.
Vasselham.
That is spellings.
Which is interesting if we, I don't know, would like to go sightseeing. But as far as how it happened, unless for some reason that spot is special in some way, shape, or form, I don't think that it's too helpful in our case.
Depending on how much research into it you need, it is said that the weapon that helped in defeating him is kept safe somewhere in Vasselheim.
A weapon, you say? Interesting. I'd assume it's some kind of relic, closely regarded, perhaps.
I mean, the whole point was they put it there to keep it safe, so I don't think they'd tell about what the weapon was. So I doubt he would know. I'm not entirely sure what the weapon is, but that is what is said anyway.
That is fine. More information will come with time, I'm sure.
Though it is I'm not as familiar with that area, so I would not be able to teleport you there anywhere near as reliably.
That is fine. If we decide to go there, we'll try to find a way. Though that highly depends on what we found or what we find in Iman.
Of course. Is there anything else I could help you with tonight before heading off to sleep?
Nothing on my end, unless you maybe be willing to exchange some spells. I can see that you are of arcane inclination as well, but I wouldn't want to pry.
I did not watch enough of season 2 to know how protective he is of his spells.
I mean,
I'll defer to the others.
in the beginning, I'd say pretty, because like him and Not are just constantly trying to buy spells for him, and I don't ever remember, and I watched like the first 30 episodes of campaign 2. I don't ever remember
That's
him
as far as I
like
got.
trying to kill anyone over it, but they definitely like both did things to further his career as a spellcaster and definitely stole a fair bit of shit. So I don't know. I mean, I know eventually he starts like doing Dunamantic shit, so probably not that.
Yeah, to be fair, he's seen you cast a cantrip.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'd have to show him that you're a resourceful person that can either match or best him.
no,
And
I'm
then
not asking. I'm
willing
not
to show.
asking him for unlimited access to his spells. I'm asking for exchanges.
Yeah, he
I
didn't
have-
do any exchanges with anybody unless they were. They didn't just have to have something that he wanted for an actual exchange. There had to be some sort of a, I guess for lack of a better term, kindred spirit or equal or greater metal.
If
Nowadays,
the second. If the council decides you are trustworthy on this, we'll see.
sounds good to me.
Quick question. I typed in earlier that I went to see if I could find rooms for the group. Do I?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it's a gold for rooms for the 4 of you or 5 of you, because Bucky.
I kind of want to. Yeah, I'm gonna insight it. Shit.
James, sounds like they gave you a good deal.
Yep. So it's a gold per person per night, or is
A gold total for the night.
gold? Oh,
Just silver per
thank
person.
God. All right, I'll pay in silver because I don't feel like typing out 3 numbers for thing.
Okay, so 10 silver.
Yep. And I'll come back with the keys. We have rooms.
Oh, Mr. Gast, do you know what this is?
Never said his last name.
I never said
Oh,
that,
fuck.
dude.
Mr. Caleb, do you know what this is?
Pulls out the the slag that Tasha gave us.
It looks like it was a firearm. Seems like it melted or something though.
Oh, Aiden, it's like your stick.
Just a. Well, I can't really
Strange
tell.
design, looks like.
Are they common here?
They are starting to be widespread. Compared to most weapons, a very new thing.
Okay. Okay. I put it back in my bag.
Is that what brought you here?
It's what Hat Lady used, yes. He wants it back though. So
Sort of
Alright.
gauging Caleb's reaction to all this. Like not
Um,
surface level expressions.
seems pretty straight-faced almost the entire time. He seems very I don't know. Reserved is probably the best way of putting it.
Fair.
Um, I'll say that you've probably noticed like some relief that y'all have corroborated what he had been seeing as well
You're thinking he was crazy.
to a degree.
Well, more crazy than he usually is.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
Locked me in a room.
Rubber room.
Ein Gummiraum mit Ratten. Ratten machen mir verrückt.
Caleb starts speaking back to you in the same language.
Yeah, in Zambian.
In Symbian?
Zemian.
No, Zemnian.
Oh, Symbian. I thought you said Symbian.
No, but I did make that joke earlier for
You did,
saying
yeah.
that we should be good Symbians instead of good Samaritans.
Yeah.
Figured Symbia would make the most sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. But y'all rest for the night. Uneventful in town. Oh, go ahead.
Before we do end up falling asleep, once the others are out, Aiden will go and find Meave really quickly.
Reeve standing in the corner of the room.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Listen, about earlier. I want you to know that wasn't your fault.
Oh yeah, the people seem scared of tall mushrooms, so of course they'd run away.
That too. I also mean the after the fight.
Oh.
Reeve shrinks like a solid foot.
She'll come closer, place a hand on his. You weren't in control. And to be entirely honest, I wasn't either. I'm sorry I scared you.
No, I don't know why I do that. I didn't always, but it scares me, and I'm afraid that I'll hurt someone again.
I'll hold on to the again, but then move on a little bit. You know, where I'm from, I've had friends who dealt with something similar. If they were in a fight or if they were scared, then they could handle themselves just fine, but then once the dust settled, they couldn't remember. A cleric that I respected mentioned that for some people, they have a protector. Now, I'm not entirely sure about the science or spirituality behind it, but that protector fights so that you don't have to.
Well, mine is mean.
Yeah, because usually the protector has to be. That's their job. They're mean so that mean people and mean things can't hurt you. In a way, it protects you.
Well, yeah, but they might go too far. Protect me from things I don't need protecting from.
Yep. I'll be honest with you, Meave, I don't know how to address this beyond making sure that you know when you wake up, we won't, or at least I won't, think any differently of you. I highly doubt that Vint and Friedrich would too.
Eve just nods.
I hope I grow out of it in my next phase. I don't know if I'll go taller, but I'm getting close to the next
Myconid growth phase. I don't know if
I'm the size of a fully grown myconid, but I'm still at like a sprout. So I don't
know what will happen with me.
Whatever it is that will happen, you don't have to face it alone. We've got your back.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, get some sleep, bud.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go fix up Toto and then go to sleep myself.
Okay.
Friedrich's mantra before bed.
He remembers.
He was locked in the asylum in Mordant, wasn't he? I think there actually is one of the domains that has a... I don't think it's Mordant, but I think there is one of the domains that has an asylum. Is its main thing.
Awful.
Does the HP
Yeah.
lost with the vampires come back on a long rest?
Ooh, let me double check that.
Verrückt. Eine war richtig verrückt. Sie haben nicht in einen Raum gesperrt. Einen
What kind of spells are you casting, freak?
Einen Gummirum mit Ratten. Und Ratten machen mich verrückt.
We're gonna say yes. The attack doesn't say when they come back, but we're
Oh,
going to say yes.
Okay.
that's a nasty oof.
I think it might be because that was a 2024 monster, and I think all HP loss by default comes back on a long rest.
Oh, so it doesn't have the need to specify it.
Yeah, I think that's the case. We're gonna say it comes back.
I'm gonna.
Because otherwise,
hit that long.
that's bad.
That is unfortunate.
It's like the
Yeah.
Deathverse all over again.
Yeah.
Maeve singing.
Am I think fucking
Eve's
broken
nightlight
again? Are you
singing is
kidding me?
not very good tonight.
Try one more time to quit and just hands her cigarettes over to Friedrich and says nothing.
I'm gonna do some scribing before going to bed.
Okay.
Just a few hours.
All right.
But we haven't decided on those spells yet.
Oh, we sure didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
We level up last
set a reminder for that right now.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Did we get XP on the last session?
No, we just sort of dipped.
I think we're
Didn't we?
like
I'm pretty.
We're about 1,000 XP
Oh,
away from leveling up.
Well, at least I am, because
It's 100,000 for level 12.
and I'm at 91,900. 91,194.
yeah, I'm at that too.
Yeah. I
um,
don't think we would get like 9k from that fight though.
no. Well, I mean, I don't know. It was 2 fights. And...
Let me run the XP math real quick.
Well, while you do that, I guess if it's alright, Friedrich's gonna talk to Aiden.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to apologize. I feel kind of bad. You know, you already had, I guess, a bit of a dependency, we'll call it, on these things. And I went and bought ones that are stronger. I thought it would be a practical way if we did not have any means of healing to sort of subdue the pain for any one of us, but it seems like in general you have become quite dependent on these. So if you want me to, since you gave them to me, I can get rid of them if you're trying to quit. So that way the temptation is no longer there.
Thanks, Friedrich. I do appreciate it. Unfortunately, we might have to hold on to those. She'll just sort of hold up her hand, and you can already see it starting to shake. If I can't shoot, I can't hold my sword properly either. Withdrawal's gonna take a while. But that's not the only reason I'm handing it back to you. It's because it's not doing shit.
Maybe in this Vasselheim place we could find a cleric that can cure you of whatever is causing the shakes, and then you don't have to depend on this anymore for your shooting or your sword arm.
We can only hope. Knights are gonna be a bitch, though. You spice.
Spice? Want some spice?
Yeah, I spice.
No, man. I'm here to see my
Can't
daughter.
believe, can't
Oh.
believe the rabbit OD'd on spice.
Oh my god!
They call him the Meat Man. Absolutely hate it.
Also, still talking with Friedrich. The next few nights, I'm probably gonna be a little unhinged.
Don't get yourself into danger, yeah.
I mean, given the shit we're in, I can't promise anything.
Don't get yourself into unnecessary danger.
I'll do my best.
I guess that's the best I'm going to get, so I will take it.
She'll just nod.
I guess I'll take the cigarettes and dip.
Okay. Just put him in the bag of holding that belongs to the amethyst knife.
Oh, you know. That's an idea.
We're getting that back.
Nope. Gone forever.
All right, but the next morning, y'all go back downstairs, eat some breakfast, and once y'all finish whatever business y'all have in town, Caleb would teleport y'all to Iman. You all arrive in a. What does on target actually do? How close is on target?
On target.
It's say that
I think that's
probably
where
on
he
target.
wants.
Appear where you want to. Okay. So you'd appear. Yeah, we'll say inside the city. On a busy street, or just off of a busy street, in a city with high walls all around. The sections of the city itself seemingly separated by walls. There's looking to the west, based off of the sun. You see a large mountain rising up. And you'd also be next to where a river is running.
Any visible mushrooms?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh.
So let me do.
No
We'll put a
Silosphere, no
mead.
mushrooms. This place sucks.
All right. You five go about whatever it is you need to do, and I'll see about getting you an audience.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Like
Well,
I said, they may require more information from you to
Well,
be able to touch.
if the information is hopefully requested at a convenience of a a talk with them directly, then perhaps we could compromise. But otherwise, it might be difficult.
How will we find you?
Do you know the sending spell? I asked him.
There's message.
It
Level
only has
sending
a
sending
distance
is
of 50 feet, though, right?
third.
Sending is
He does not have sending, believe it or not.
Give me 6 minutes. 6 minutes? Is that it? No way.
Oh, you know what? I'll be needing this back, but he'll hand you a stone with an ear on it.
Oh, that makes it easier. Yes. Well, whenever we meet up for the next time, I'll be sure to return it to you.
How's a rock gonna help us find you?
It's a magical rock.
Oh,
Booyag!
It's spell to communicate between us using it.
Okay.
Booyag rock?
Booyah rock.
Ooh, exactly.
Sending stone?
Yes.
Booyag rock.
Yo.
You know what? I bet the goblin language has a word for rock.
oh, actually, can Bucky understand what Caleb's saying? Because he doesn't have universal common like we do.
I bet you don't get to the Cloud Top district very often.
I've been thinking the same thing.
What am I saying? Of course you don't.
Believe the goblin dictionary has no word for rock. Ah. Thank you. But yeah, y'all are left to your own devices for a period of time.
There's a very popular store nearby us.
Paul Gilmore's
Oh, I didn't
Glorious
even
Road.
realize.
And I would love
Literally
to find
the best store for a wizard is like just down the street.
Not.
I'd love to find some goods. We might even be able to buy something.
Sure, let's go shopping.
Always have fun. I'm gonna wander the streets.
Okay. As you look around to go shopping, you walk down a road.
Immediately find
Meave, would you be going with those two or with
I'll go with
Aiden?
I'll go with the other two. Aiden seems to want to be alone.
Okay. You end up seeing a building that looks like a multi-story tent. Bright purples and golds. Green and green flaps and with gold fringe on them. with a large sign that says Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
That looks promising.
It also looks very fancy. Things in there might be very expensive.
But something about the alliteration just draws me.
I'm
You
sure we
know-
can peruse.
Sure, why not? Let us go.
It's either the worst or best funhouse to enter.
You know, I find that shops that have such names, they do so much better than all the others. Like if this place was Larry's Glorious Goods, 9. But
Larry?
Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Well, Larry is no Gilmore. There is no G. Maybe if his name was Gary, Gary's Glorious Goods.
What about Larry's Ludicrous Lyceum?
No, there I would sharp voice in the sky.
Isn't a Lyceum a bookstore?
I shop anyway.
I don't know what a Lyceum. No, it's a school. A Lyceum's a school. You just bought a class. But yeah, as you enter, the smell of perfume hits you as you look around, and there are thousands of candles burning in sconces everywhere. But it does appear to be a magic shop of sorts. All sorts of different things lining the shelves, from potions to weapons and everything in between.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't like the smell, but
The items seem interesting.
you don't like this man, you said?
It's too sweet.
I can understand that.
And I quote, like a terrible medieval Sephora.
Could do with a bit more decay.
But the place looks much bigger than the outside should have allowed for.
Once Meave realizes
sorry,
that, Meave will like look around, dart outside, look at the outside, dart back inside, and then just kind of poke their head in and out until like they're satisfied. It's like, that's weird.
Some fancy spell work going on here.
I'm sorry, it's not shelves. Tables with glass cases. The items are in. And at the far end is a long wooden counter.
Are there like books or perhaps scrolls lined up somewhere? Or would I have to go ask for them?
There would not be books and scrolls that readily seen.
Okay.
Most of what you see here seems to be potions and because the weapons aren't on this floor. Potions and like material components, stuff like that. But I'd say there's like signs that say
Where's what?
for other magical items, ring the bell.
Okay.
Yeah, when Meeves says that about when he notices that it's bigger, Bucky, big booyak.
Big Brian?
Big booyag.
What are you talking about?
Place big.
Oh, the place?
Outside small.
Yeah, it seems to be some kind of spatial magic. Yeah, it is quite fancy. But for the sake of the, not taking millions of hours here looking through each item, uh, not particularly looking for anything in particular, but I would like to, not even magical items. I'm looking for books on history in particular,
I'm just gonna ring the bell.
and on a more of a personal quest here also as well. I'm looking for books or any sort of information on rune crafting or rune carving.
Okay.
I would like to find out how the story and the Orkney and everything else differs, if at all, in this place from where I come from, because he doesn't even know if his own father ever came to this place or not. Might be like completely new territory for rune carving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Avery.
Europe.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
Speed
But
speed running reading the giant section on the wiki.
if you need to search things through, we can go through this at another date, perhaps.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do that.
Well, after the
I'll-
session today, I'll send you all the things that we decided to do later that we didn't get.
Yeah.
So we don't
Thank
forget
you.
again.
I'm very sorry.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I'll say books on runes. He's like more history or theory, that kind of stuff on runes. Easy enough. I'll say for the pair of books, the giant one's cheap. The one on runes would be more expensive. I'd say you're looking at like 10 gold total for the two.
Done and done. What
Okay.
about history?
Um,
And I'm not buying the one that's on the pedestal called Tusk Love, by the way.
I don't think he sells.
Oh,
I don't think he would
it
sell-
was there in the show.
Yeah, he was
Was
there on the.
Yeah,
on the
Pike
TV
looked
show.
at it.
Everybody
you do-
has the smart.
Written by Matilda Merceria. Sure. You
We have some time. Light reading of a very dense book of history.
In The Terror of Taldore Part 2, Sean Gilmore conjured the book from thin air and set it open on a display when Pike and Vax visited Gilmore's glorious goods. Yeah, is there like an area of history you'd be looking for in particular?
Not necessarily, unless there was something specifically about the events of the fight between Vox Machina and Vecna. Otherwise, I'm looking for like the densest one that covers most topics.
Okay. Ding ding. Yeah, I'd say you find you hear movement coming from the curtain behind the counter, Meave. It sounds like it's coming towards you. you find a super dense history book. That has a price tag on it of 50 gold.
It's done.
Okay. A literal tome. What was
Is there a
what was
name to the book?
Oh, Gilmore, that's where I got Drunk Purple Man's voice. What's
Oh, you
a
just
dense
based
history book
Bolo's
name?
voice off of Gilmore?
I think so. I think that's
That
the same.
fits a lot.
Yeah, I think that's where I got it from when we started. A super dense history book name.
A super dense
The
history
times,
book name?
the history of.
Volo's Guide to Exandria.
What are you saying? No, it's literally just a history of Taldore, part 1.
No, it's a history of Exandria.
Oh, Exandria.
Volumes 1 through 3. Collected edition.
Yeah, probably written by some grand archivist in the Cobalt Soul.
Perfect. I have in my books list now.
This first book only covers the continent of Taldore. The second one covers the continent of Isilra. Then there's a combo one for Marquette and Wildmount for some fucking reason.
What
And then
are you
there's
talking about? You think 1 through 3 even gets to one of the continents? No,
Oh man,
it's just talking about
it's that
the
bad.
Dawn War,
And
the Dawn
Divergence.
Cataclysm. I mean,
Oh,
it's the Divergence.
holy shit.
doesn't even get past Divergence.
Yeah, it ends with the construction of the World Gate. Like, oh, that's what we went through when we were
I'm
dreaming.
reading literally the Silmarillion, dude.
Yeah. Now, you gotta get the Lost Tales.
This is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for.
Matt Mercer's Cimmerillion.
I'll find the other volumes eventually.
Yeah, you gotta collect them.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Man.
Well, how may I help you, Mushroom?
I feel like Gilmore would
Myconid?
know what a Myconid is.
Yeah, Mike. He would know what a Myconid is. Yeah. Myconid, fascinating.
Oh, you know what I am.
I'll say you are very much in your disguise right now.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I really forgot to put it on.
Okay. But you would see a very is he tan or is he?
He's a darker complexion.
Yeah. You would see a human male with a darker complexion, long black hair, lots of gold jewelry, and a bright purple robe.
Oh, well, Mr. Fancy Man, you're the first person to recognize what I am here.
Well, not many of your kind comes to the surface, and especially not to the city.
Yeah, I have a condition that lets me be in the sun without dying, though it's uncomfortable. I don't know why, though. Do you have anything that would make it not uncomfortable?
Perhaps a parasol.
There is a thing. It's had it in the arena. As you're asking this, Event comes over and just puts a stack of of heavy books on the counter next to you. So you're asking if he has anything for sale that would make it where you're not hurting in the sun.
Yeah.
Is it? It's just sunlight sensitivity, right?
Yeah.
Is okay.
Perhaps a pair of glasses. Sunglasses.
I do have an eye patch that would work for you.
An eye patch.
Yes, magic item prices. Okay, here's the doc. It would cost you about 800 gold pieces.
Oh! I am.
It does other things as well besides the just making the sun less offensive to those used to the underground.
Oh. I gave most of my money to my circle so we could save up for a spell jamming helm.
A what?
A spell jamming helm. It's a thing that makes a ship fly in the Sea of Night. Our ship crashed, and we needed a new one as the elder Myconid was killed in the crash.
He is writing down everything you say. You're not sure where the paper or the quill came from.
Meave didn't
They just
notice
like
that
appeared in his hand.
Meave didn't even notice that he started writing. We were on a living ship. Something happened. We lost control, crashed on Toril, and then we lived underground for a while. Made friends with surface people, though since I'm the only one that can go outside during the day without dying, I was sent for things during the day and on this adventure. But yeah, that's why I don't have money, too much money. So unfortunately, I can't afford that.
I keep forgetting that Meave gave most of his money away.
I mean, Myconids don't really have like care for money. They only have it like if need be for deals with softies.
Right.
So like I only have 77 gold, 40 silver, 40 electrum, 80 silver, and 50 copper.
So you have about 100 gold total.
Yeah.
What else does this do? Could I...
Oh, is this the Knave's eye patch?
Yeah. Okay. Um. Is there anything else that raw that helps with sunlight sensitivity?
My bullshit sunglasses.
Yeah. You have the drow wear.
Have them designed
5e.
special for me.
The lens of darkness, apparently.
So yeah, it's a sunglasses lens.
Aiden, while they're shopping, you're walking the streets, and you didn't notice it yesterday, but there's actually 2 suns in the sky.
It has 2
Oh,
suns?
shit.
You have triple sunlight sensitivity now. Sorry.
Yeah,
You have reverse
Elven accuracy?
Elven
You have-
accuracy, yeah.
you have triple disadvantage while in sunlight. You hate to see it.
Aiden just looks up. Oh no shit.
People died.
Died. Okay, so let's look here.
Kenku went Betty by.
Oh, I didn't hear him say he was.
You see the message on the chat.
Oh, he put it in RPG voice.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I might have something else that could help, and it would only help with the sunlight sensitivity and nothing else. It would be 200 gold pieces instead.
Oh, Van,
Yes.
could I borrow gold, please?
You can. What do you need?
200.
Sure. What's it for?
Make the sun not hurt.
No. Is that something that you can do? I'm asking the guy. Gilmore.
Yes, I have an item that would help to alleviate it, though not quite fully.
What is it?
I have another one that would fully eliminate it, and a couple other added benefits, but it is a fair bit higher in price.
Well, what is the difference between them?
The more expensive one is 800 gold pieces, and on top of letting someone ignore the effects of the sun that is used to the underground, it helps them to better spot things, and also makes it more difficult for people to mess with their mind.
Oh. That actually would help.
Well, okay, let me. It's not the best way of wording it. It's hard to word some magic item properties. It makes it to where they can't be
Mind controlled.
telepathically spoken to without their consent.
Oh.
Not so much with helping with the mind controlling.
Oh. Not as helpful.
Yeah, sadly. It's especially for a barbarian. That would be very useful. If it was the case.
So in game terms, the more expensive one gives you advantage on sight-based perception checks. You are unaffected by sunlight sensitivity, and you are immune to magic that allows people to read your thoughts, determine if you're lying, and you can't be spoken to telepathically
Unless you
without
Well,
choosing.
like a ring
I'm
of
gonna
mind
say
shielding.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the aspect of me lying, uh, it's already solved itself. He doesn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the 200 gold. Here you go, me. You take your
You said
time to
it
pay it back.
mostly solves it. The cheaper one.
The cheaper one seems to only solve the problem of the sunlight, right?
It mostly solves the sunlight thing.
What does that
what,
mean?
what does that mean? Yeah.
It works for 5 days and then has to recharge for 2.
Oh,
Uh,
So 5 out of every 7 days, you won't have to worry about it. You're gonna have to keep track of that on your sheet.
you have to take the weekends off.
yeah, it's weekends up. Yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me.
We're not always out and about during the day, anyways. Does it have to be 5 consecutive days, or
I'm gonna say because it's a common item is how I'm pricing that down to 200. Yes.
yes? Okay.
Whether you're using it or not, it works 5 days.
I mean,
then
you can-
it works too.
You can choose when you activate it again after the 2-day recharge.
Okay.
But when you
but
activate it,
from
that's
then-
for 5 days.
Yep. And then it has to be off for at least 2 days. But you choose when you turn it back on.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mr. Fancy
so-
Man.
Vint pays a total of 260 gold for his books, and Meeves
What is it?
we'll say it's still an eye patch.
While I'm here, I
He has to
am-
let out the strap to fit your head.
I am a collector of sorts of spells, although I'm not looking for easily accessible ones. Is there any sort of spell that perhaps, of a purchasable price, nothing too crazy, that I might be hard pressed to find anywhere else besides here that you might possess?
I know Caleb made some spells. I don't know if there's any other like named person spells from Taldore. I mean, there's the Dunamancy ones are. But is it? I think the thing with Dunamancy is that it's not widespread.
No, it's very kept secret.
Gwendolian, right?
Yeah.
Are there any other spells in the Taldore campaign setting?
If not, is there anything that you have on sale, perhaps?
There's Bernardo's Voltaic Volt.
Voltaic Volt.
Bolt, not Volt.
Bolt.
Glacial Blast.
This was just invented this year. Wild. Or no, within the last year, something. Yeah. So he sizes you up. What do you mean by purchasable price? What kind of price range are you looking at?
probably below what, fourth level? What is it? The price of a fourth level spell?
A 4th level scroll is 2,000 gold.
Yeah, probably
A
that.
third level
most-
a third level is 250.
Yes, probably fourth level at most. I have the most money on me right now.
Okay. Uh. And spells and class wizard. Okay. Roll me 2 D100s. All
There
right.
you go.
Arcane Eye is currently on sale.
Arcane Eye.
4th level spell. And
Oh, there's also Caleb's Produce Flame.
yeah, but I mean that's like Caleb's spell. I don't think it would be where you could
Yeah.
buy it here. I don't. And then for
Yeah, Fern
Bestow Curse is on spell as a 3rd level spell.
Hmm.
Those would be the ones currently on sale. Though you can buy just about any spell here that isn't one of the ones that's named for someone from a different setting.
Okay. What will be the price that you have for them then?
Okay, so most of the 4th level scrolls are 2,000 gold. Arcane Eye is on sale for 1,800. And Bestow Curse is on sale for 200. Most of the rest of the 3rd levels are 250.
Hmm.
First levels are 100, second levels are 150.
I don't think I have the most usage for those two, honestly. Might be a waste, considering I don't have any other way to make money currently. Money here, at least. Well, thank you anyways. I'll take the books and the glances. Was it glances? Was it
Eye
something
patch.
else? Eye patch.
Eye patch. I will say when you were looking at books, there were some magical books that were quite expensive.
Yeah, what kind?
I think like the skill increase ones,
Yeah.
because
I
he
don't have that kind of
sold
dough,
at
my
least
friend.
the dexterity increased one.
Yeah, there would be the manuals and tomes that increased stats, and there would also be the manual of golems.
Can I just peruse them?
Just come back
No.
reading it every day.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, as long as you read it for 48 hours over the course of 6 days.
I imagine they're locked
Yeah, I mean, you
away behind a glass case.
Yeah,
Probably.
they're in glass cases for sure.
No, I will not ask such a thing. Although I am very envious of it. I'll simply take the things that we got so far, and
Okay.
I'll thank him.
Thank you, Mr. Fancy Man.
Please come again.
If we win by a fortune, we'll make sure to come back.
And if we're in this reality,
Yeah, yeah, some things are necessary. We might even come back later. Who knows? Bye-bye.
He waves as you leave. Because it's funny. Aiden, you've been wandering around, just looking around, walking the streets. You're walking down the street, and you almost run into someone carrying a huge stack of books in front of them. You then realize, oh, that's quite a big hat. Wait, that's Vint.
How did she not notice the
Oh.
giant mushroom next to him?
You hadn't walked out yet.
Okay, Vint.
Did you run in circles?
No, I just walked.
Well,
There's a nice man inside. He gave me an eye patch. Well, he sold an eye patch that makes the sun not hurt for 5 days.
magic items are very expensive. That's
Do
it.
you activate it now, Meave?
Beeve probably activated it without realizing it. Is it attuned or is it not?
You know, it probably should be, because of like what it does. Probably makes sense for it to be.
I'm not attuned then.
It has that trait from the DMG that it attunes in 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, in the time that Vint was going over the scrolls, Meave was just constantly thinking about the eye patch without realizing they were attuning to it. And then
Yeah, you walk outside.
The sun doesn't hurt.
Sun doesn't hurt. You look up at the sun in the sky.
Why are there
It
Yeah.
starts burning your eyes. No, there's only one. Don't know what you're talking about.
only one sun? Like, how come the sun hurts when I look at it, but it doesn't hurt when I don't look at it?
It hurts
Does-
anyone that looks directly at it. I mean, not just
Oh.
Yeah, and what do you mean there's only one sun? Looks up.
You look up. There's only one sun.
Oh no.
Oh, did Mr. Whispers mess with reality again?
Oh,
And we didn't
Yeah.
notice?
uh-huh.
Oh. Was there multiple suns before?
There were two.
Oh. Mr.
I will say y'all
Caleb
would have
should
noticed there was
probably-
2 moons last night.
Oh, we should probably ask Mr. Caleb if there's always been 2 moons. Though he did say moons, I think, when we were talking to him.
Did he?
So
Yeah, yesterday when Meave had said something about the moon changing color where y'all came from, he said that he hadn't noticed either of the moons changing color.
Oh yeah.
I think 2 moons is normal here, but it would be good to check with Mr. Caleb.
True that.
And he might have also noticed that the sun's duplicated.
Hmm.
If he was outside. We would have noticed if we were outside.
well. He hasn't contacted me yet, so we have some time still.
Yeah. What else would y'all like to do?
Let's go to the park.
Nearby.
We are just waiting.
Yeah, you wander around looking for a park.
There's Azalea Street
Uh,
Park right there.
You
He's right here.
listen. That's on another side of the wall. You gotta find it.
Oh.
As you're
fine.
wandering around looking for a park, you come across the you come across what looks like a memorial of sorts.
Memorial. Oh,
To
You make your way up to it, and you find that it is a memorial to something known as the Chroma Conclave occupation.
Chroma Conclave.
How did colors do stuff to people?
me, I must say, your knowledge of the lexicon chroma and correlation to colors is remarkable. I didn't know you knew that.
What does the monument look like?
It would look like the city around you, but with most of the buildings being much more built up than what you actually see around you. And on the sign it would say, to the nearly 80,000 who died in the occupation.
Well, it seems like some sort of force took over the city. It was probably reclaimed, apparently.
Like,
Rebuilt,
And then as you walk
quite splendor.
around to the other side, you see that there's a second statue to the monument on the other side, and it is it depicts a dead giant dragon.
And perhaps
Oh,
dragons.
chromatic. Okay.
that might actually be it. Wait a second. How did you? No. No, that's weird, huh?
What?
No, me putting together chromatic. When he saw the
Meave
dress.
gets a nosebleed.
Meave isn't stupid, but Meave is a child, so Meave knows some things. Meave has a 12 in intelligence.
And this is some very difficult words, me. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Meave has a 12 in intelligence and a 13 in wisdom.
Yeah, does not act that way. But like, some kids know more things than they should. So like,
That is true, and like kids will drop like PhD level lore like it's nothing,
yeah.
and go cry about not
Meeves-
being able to tie their shoes.
Meaves say the darndest things.
Speak.
I mean, my sister knew what a horse tack was without ever having seen one as a toddler.
That is awesome.
We still don't know how. Yeah, our circle, we're warned about purple dragons. Apparently they're chromatic.
I'm gonna look up, and I'm gonna wait to see if I see anybody like flying around or no.
What, like mounted guards, or what kind of thing are you looking for?
Yeah, if there's people flying at all.
I'd say probably not.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go look for a guard.
Actually, no, there's like an airship dock, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sky
so you'd see
dock
like
is-
airships. You'd see a couple of airships in the sky, but you wouldn't see any flying people.
Okay, I'm gonna look for a guard.
2.
I'm gonna have a
airports.
question to ask.
Okay. So you make your way, yeah. easy enough. At any of the walled sections where you have to go through a gate to get to the next section, there'd be guards. So easy enough to find.
Yeah. Hello, excuse me.
Skydoc's here.
Yes.
We are new in town, and we don't have a very good lay of the land here, and I was wondering if it was against the laws of this area to fly in the space above the city or not. I was going to just use a spell, fly around, and see what's to see, if it's possible or not, or maybe I would get shot down or something. That's why I'm asking.
As long as you don't fly over any of the walls,
Any
should
of
be
the walls?
okay. So you like the city walls, not like house walls, but yeah.
Why can't you fly over the walls?
I take you as an intruder.
What good would walls be if people just fly over them?
But is passage permitted
That's a good
to
point.
the other sides?
Mostly, you must have a special pass to get. Is it just the Cloud Top district or the Central district? You must have a special pass to get into the Central district or Cloud Top.
So as long as we don't go there, you should be fine.
Mr. Caleb probably has one of those.
Most likely, yes.
I mean, he did. Well,
Well,
yeah, because he did come to meet with the council.
thank you for the answer, my good sir.
Of course.
Can I climb the wall?
Uh,
I think we have
You
means of
shouldn't.
passing,
Okay.
to
You
have-
should go through the gates.
But I want to see what's on
but-
top. What if I
Are there any-
just climb the wall without going over it?
You damage it, you buy it.
Oh.
by the wall. You can do that.
You gotta buy them a new wall.
Very well. I will make sure not to break it. And Miku too, right, Meek?
Yes. I don't know if my climbing breaks things.
Well,
Don't you climb with claws?
I do. I've never noticed.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fly around and find a part, and then I'll lead them to it if I can.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
just fly around the whole area with polymorph to see things, see if there's anything interesting happening, and otherwise no. Might also be a good point to stop if you like, because Kenko's not here anymore. It's up to you. though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you wouldn't get very far in your exploration because you did spend a little bit of time looking around the shop, looking at the books and the like. So not long after you find the park, and you'd be able to get up and get like an overhead view of what it looks like. You wouldn't get a ton of exploration done before this. You would hear from the stone you were given.
Well, that was fast.
It's probably been like an hour or two.
Yeah, I'd say it's been about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
I would still consider that fast.
The council has agreed to see you, though they did say there would be questions.
I would assume so.
Get your group together and
You can reply to this message.
and message me back when you are all together and ready.
All right then. I'll do that. I'll go back to everybody else, and I'll message him that we're ready.
Okay. And that will be where we end it.
Very good.
because, like you said, might want everyone there for the questioning,
Maybe.
but it's close to ending time anyway.
Yeah. Very good.
This was fun.
How lucky are we that we came across one of the more important people in the fucking world?
Luck had nothing to do with it.
Not sure. Don't know what he was doing there by himself.
Teleportation mishap, it sounded like.
Yeah, but I mean,
Everybody else from what's it called, Might and Nine were pretty much off living their own lives. He's a one-man show most of the time.
Yeah, they separated a lot. I mean, he was teaching some.
Is this before
If I remember right.
or is this before Bell's Hells?
Most likely.
I believe so. I don't know the exact timing of Bell's Hells, but I believe this is before Bell's Hells.
Out of character questioning guess. DB, Delilah Briarwood.
Is the recording over?